Hello. I'm going to give a very interesting story about what I learned 2 years ago here at Stream in Phuket. So I'm in the business of helping entrepreneurs, and I just want to quickly go through this. It should be really simple, but we have a problem right now. 40 years after the venture capital industry founded, we still have 85% failure rate. So I set out to solve a problem that I thought my kids were inheriting. I've got 6 kids. They're kind of grown up now. And all of them had the best education money could buy, but ended up in entrepreneurial roles and entrepreneurial companies. I've had a great life. I've had a privileged life. In 1987, I built a refugee camp in Peshawar for refugees, 4 million people that had fled across Khyber Pass. And I was invited back last 2015 to be the MC for the Digital Media Awards in Karachi. I've got an amazing diverse network. I've worked in all continents in the world. I've had just an amazing life. So what do I do with that? And what was the epiphany that I got out of Stream? I asked myself a really simple question. Can an effective ecosystem reduce societal disruption? I've seen the worst societal disruption in the world. And that picture was taken actually at my refugee camp, which is such a famous picture. We are now entering the fourth societal shift in 150 years, and I could spend a night talking about this, but fundamentally we're headed toward a corporation of one, we're headed toward collaboration, not command and control, and we're headed toward new jobs. And it is revolutionary. It's going to make the industrial age and information age look like kindergarten. One last thing I wanted to say, it's all being driven by our understanding of our uniqueness. And I just used genome, your microbiome, and everything else, but your uniqueness is what's going to drive a fundamental shift in everything that we do. We are headed toward a corporation one. You will either be a driver or an enabler. And I mean that. You will enable many drivers or you will be a driver. All the other jobs are lost to AI and machine learning. So we have a failure problem. Why, after 40 years, are we not solving it? We have a fundamental problem for a startup when it tries to leave its local validation of an idea and take their business globally. That's where all the failures are occurring. So I sat down 2 years ago, having been a venture capitalist and a serial entrepreneur, and said, we have an imbalanced ecosystem. We do not have equal amounts of human capital, financial capital, and purposes that come together to solve problems. We're overweighted with capital. So we started a movement in 2014, but it kicked on in 2016 when I came to Stream. It just hit me in the head. We're now 125 people in 28 cities and growing tremendously. We've got about 30 companies in the world that we're supporting. We have a really unique process that helps a startup get from its validated idea in its local market to global success. We are actually focused on social problems and problems that are actually solving the world problems. We've got this amazing collaborative platform that brings investors, human capital, and entrepreneurs together, so we're all reading from the same hymn book, and we have the actual same information. So I'm going to finish quickly. I know this is amazing. We did this in 4 months. We'd love to meet you. If you want to solve big problems, if you want to help other people solve problems, or if you want to invest in problems, we would love to help you. Thank you guys very much.